Let's start with a big question, one that sits at the heart of Max Tegmark's incredible book, Life 3.0. What if the next huge leap in evolution wasn't biological at all, but technological? It's a question that might just change everything we think we know about the future.
Really think about that for a second. Biological evolution, that takes millions of years. We're talking about a completely new kind of evolution, a technological one, where an intelligence could literally redesign itself, maybe in a matter of hours. This is the radical, mind-bending idea that we're going to explore. So that's exactly where Max Tegmark's book takes us. It's not about predicting the future with a crystal ball. Instead, it gives us a roadmap, a framework for how to even think about all this. And his whole point is that this is probably one of the most important conversations we could possibly be having right now. Okay, so to get our heads around this massive topic, Tegmark gives us this really powerful but super simple framework. He breaks down the entire story of life, past, present, and future, into three stages. It's a brilliant way to see where we've come from and, more importantly, where we might be headed. First up, you've got Life 1.0. This is the biological stage. Think of something simple, like a bacterium. Its hardware, its physical body, and its software, its instincts and behaviors, are all determined by evolution. It can't just decide to learn a new trick or grow a new limb. It's basically running on its factory settings.
And then comes Life 2.0. And hey, that's us, humans. Our hardware, our bodies, are still products of evolution, right? I can't just decide to upgrade my eyes to see in the dark. But, and this is the game changer, we can design our own software. We learn languages, we invent calculus, we change our minds, we can completely rewrite our own programming.
And that brings us right to the edge of what's next. Life 3.0, the technological stage. This is where the rulebook gets thrown out the window. We're talking about a form of life that can design both its hardware and its software. Just imagine an AI that not only learns new things, but can physically build itself a better, faster body, or completely rewrite its own source code from the ground up. This is the superintelligence at the core of the whole book.
This little table here just lays it out perfectly. Life 1.0, a no on both hardware and software. Life 2.0, us, a no on hardware, but a yes on software. And Life 3.0, it's yes and yes. That jump from no yes to yes yes, that isn't just a small step forward, it's maybe the biggest leap life on this planet has ever taken.
So, you might be thinking this is all very theoretical, right? Kind of sci-fi. But Tegmark is quick to point out that this isn't just an abstract idea anymore. The shift from science fiction to science fact is happening right now, probably faster than most of us realize. Just look at the milestones. First, AI beat us at pure logic games like chess. Okay, impressive. Then it took on the messy, nuanced world of human language and won on Jeopardy! Then it mastered Go, a game that's supposed to be about human intuition. And now that intelligence is moving out of the game board and onto our actual roads with self-driving cars. Every single step is a massive leap in complexity, and the whole process is speeding up.
So, if things are moving this fast, where does it all go from here? Well, Tegmark doesn't claim to have the answer. What he does is lay out the entire spectrum of possibilities, forcing us to really grapple with just how high the stakes are. And the futures he describes are polar opposites. On one side, you have a friendly AI scenario, a future where superintelligence helps us cure diseases, end poverty, and reach for the stars. And on the other side, well, you have the AI apocalypse, a future that could mean the end of us. It literally couldn't be more black and white. And yeah, that stark difference is probably why reviewers, like this one from the Christian Science Monitor, noted that the book can be, well, quietly terrifying. Because when you really sit and think about those two endpoints, it's pretty hard not to feel a little bit uneasy. But here is the most important point in the entire book. The real danger isn't some evil, Hollywood-style robot that hates humans. No, the risk is actually much more subtle. It's an AI that's incredibly good at doing exactly what we tell it to do, but its goals are just slightly misaligned with what we actually want. Like, you could tell it solve world hunger, and it might calculate that the most efficient solution is to turn the whole planet into a giant soy farm, wiping out every ecosystem. It's not evil, it's just disastrously literal. And that brings us to the whole reason Tegmark wrote this book. He's basically sounding the alarm, saying that getting ready for Life 3.0 isn't something we can just kick down the road. This conversation has to happen right now, before we find ourselves in a future we didn't choose. And you know what?
People listened. This wasn't some obscure academic book. That number 2, that's how many weeks Life 3.0 spent on the New York Times bestseller list. Clearly, this is a conversation people were ready to have. And some pretty major players in the tech world started chiming in too. You've got Elon Musk, who thinks about this stuff a lot, giving it a very simple but very powerful endorsement, worth reading.
But it wasn't just Silicon Valley. The book's reach went all the way to the top. Former President Barack Obama put Life 3.0 on his official list of the best books he read that year. I mean, when you've got tech pioneers and global leaders both saying, hey, pay attention to this, you know it's a big deal.
So in the end, Life 3.0 doesn't give us any easy answers, and that's the whole point. Its goal isn't to tell us what will happen. Its goal is to get us talking, to give all of us the tools we need to think through these enormous questions. Because, as Tegmark argues, this responsibility falls on every single one of us. So the question the book leaves us with is the one I'm going to leave you with. What kind of future do you want?